Hi, welcome to Mountain Peptides. Today, let's discuss how to reconstitute your peptide once you receive it in the mail. So, once you order your peptide, it's gonna come in a lyophilized powder. As you see here, it's in a powdered form. What you're gonna have to do is reconstitute it with sterile water, bacterial static water. So you must use sterile water when reconstituting your peptide. What you're gonna do is you're going to take the caps off of both your peptide and your bacteriostatic water, which this one's already been opened, but you're going to take the cap off of this one. You're going to have your alcohol swabs, and you're going to swab both rubber stoppers on your peptide and your water. Okay. Now, this particular peptide is 10 milligrams. Now, it's best to get a peptide calculator so you can start to calculate your dosage. I personally like what's called the Omni calculator. You can download it, and it's been a really good calculator. Anyhow, this is 10 milligrams, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 milliliter worth of bacteriostatic water into my peptide. 1 milliliter, which is a full syringe, or what's known as 100 units. So 1 milliliter to every 10 milligrams. That's how I reconstitute it. What I like to call that is a 1-to-1 ratio. So basically, with that ratio, and you'll find on your calculator that when you pull your syringe to 10 units, when you get ready to take your injection, 10 units will equal 1 milligram. 20 units will equal 2 milligrams. 30 units will equal 3 milligrams. So it just keeps the math simple. Where the 1 is, it's 1 milligram. If you want to do a half, which is 500 micrograms, you're going to pull halfway from 0 to 10. Halfway is 500 micrograms. If you're going to do a half dose, let's say 1.5 milligrams, you're going to pull to the 15 unit mark on your syringe. I'm going to briefly go through this so we don't take too long, but I hope you understand that portion. Now, with your bacteriostatic water, you're going to go ahead and take it, flip it upside down. You're going to draw back your water to 100 units or 1 milliliter. Okay. Once you have a full syringe full of water, you're now going to introduce this to your peptide. Now, you don't want to shoot this or blast this water right straight into your peptide. You actually want to go down the glass. And if you notice in your peptide, there's a small window, basically like a little saddle on the rubber stopper in between your peptide right here. So I'm going to go in the middle and slightly towards that open window and down the glass. Now, just got this little bit of, let me get this off here real quick. Okay, so we're going to gently introduce, now this is pressurized, so vacuums, so it's going to want to pull your syringe pretty hard. I like to pinch my syringe and kind of slow it down from going into the vial too quickly. So if you zoom in right here on this, you're going to see that I'm pouring it down this side glass right here, down the glass, and it's mixing into the peptide. Okay. Now remember, for every 10 milligrams, you add 1 milliliter. So if this was a 20 milligram vial, I would add 2 full syringes, which would be 2 milliliters. it would keep my ratio what I call 1-to-1. But you really need a peptide calculator so you can understand the dosing and the mixing. Okay. Also, once the water has been put into your peptide, I like to add about 2 full syringes of air into your peptide. That will help, so that way the pressure is not pulling your plunger in. It'll help you be able to pull out your dosage a lot easier. Now, just to save on time here, you would end up gently rolling your peptide. We don't shake the peptide. It's a fragile molecule. You're going to roll it gently like this. Okay. Now you're going to see the powder start to dissolve, but if there is some leftover powder, which there generally is for a few minutes, just let it sit for a while and then come back to it, roll it some more till it's all the way gone. Now, for time's sake, it's not quite fully mixed, but to show you, we would end up throwing this syringe away because it's been in the rubber stoppers way too many times and it's gonna dull your needle. So we'd grab a new needle. Now we would go ahead and start our dose, which depending on what your dose is, for instance, if my dose was 1 milligram, I would pull to the 10 unit mark. Now, I'd put my new syringe into this rubber stopper right in the middle. I would flip my vial over and I would draw back to the 10 unit mark. Just like that. So now the injection part, I don't know if we need to go over, but this is, most all peptides are all subcutaneous injection. It would go somewhere into your body fat, generally your lower belly, staying about 2 inches away from your belly button. You can go your love handles, your glute, anywhere that there's fat, it would be okay. You should alternate your injection site. But hope that helps. Thanks for choosing Mountain Peptides. We want to hear about your progress, and we're happy for you. Good luck on your journey. Stay free.